Hi again, friends. Crafty Gal Victoria here. Welcome. I just wanted to share some things with you today regarding a President's Day thrift store haul. I know I'm late on getting some of these videos recorded, but I have a zillion things going on in my life, so I do them when I can. But I wanted to share with you some of the most amazing things I found at my local thrift stores on President's Day. My husband and I decided to do some running around. We popped in a thrift store. We actually went to two in my local area, and I just want to show you the amazing goodies. What's even better is on President's Day, everything was 50% off, everything in the store. And I am so pleased as punch with the items that I found. So let's hop right into it and let me share some of these things with you. First and foremost, this was marked $5.49, which means I got it for $2.75. It was marked $5.49 for this amazing granny square afghan. Yes, I can make it myself. I understand. I can use my scraps. I'm on a mission to use up all of my scraps this year, but I could not leave this behind. I could not leave it there. It is in excellent shape. It's a little pilly. I will just take a little sweater razor and shave off some of those pills. I need to sew in, re-sew in some of these little yarn ends, which is no big deal. But for $2.75, come on. How amazing is this? I love it. I've got to go get it in the wash. It doesn't smell bad. It just smells like, I won't buy something if it smells really bad, because there are some items in the thrift store that stink to high heaven. I won't do it. But this is just too beautiful. Somebody put in so much work, and I love this. So off in the wash, it's going to go. Now, the second item I found, yes, it's another afghan. It was $6.49, but it was half price. So I only paid, what, $3.48 for this? And it is so lovely. I forget the name of this stitch, but this is in perfect condition. It's super colorful. It's just right up my alley. There's no holes. There's nothing wrong with it. It's huge. This is folded in half. So look at this. It's amazing. I love this. It's beautiful. So this is the second afghan that I saved from the thrift store. Last but not least, a mile a minute afghan in green. Of course, it's green. It was $5.49, so I paid $2.75 for this. Look at the beautiful work of this mile a minute. I love the alternating strips. I love how this little green stripe is going in the middle, and then this one, there's none. But they ran this green through every other one. Look at how beautiful that is. And it's a big size as well. It's just stunning. It's gorgeous. These are the three afghans I bought. I could not leave these behind. And of course it's green and super colorful. So today I will be washing these all up, and they will now live in my home for all the rest of my days. I love them. Now, the next 3 things I'm going to share with you are things that I'm not going to ruin, but for the price, it was worth it to me, and it's for practice. My husband was with me and he helped me find these items, and I'm just really excited to test out some of my free motion quilting on these items. So you already know what they are. Let me show you. This was $2.49, so for $1.25, I get to practice my free motion quilting on this small little table topper, I don't know, baby quilt, doll quilt. Somebody else did all the work, and I think this will be a great practice piece for me to test out my free motion quilting on. You can't beat that. It's not going to get ruined. If it's not perfect, it's okay. The grandbabies will use it here at my house for their baby dolls. But I loved how bright it was. It's in excellent condition. So for the price, you couldn't beat it. So picked up that one. And then, now I just love yarn tied quilts. Look at this cutie. Somebody did some patchwork. It was $3.49. So I paid $1.75 for this. They did a yarn tie off on their quilt. I'm going to cut the yarn ties off because it's still backing the front and there's no binding. But I'm going to practice my free motion quilting on this as well. And this will be used here at my house for my grandbabies or whatever. But at least I'll get some good practice in, and I'm not spending a fortune on batting for practice. So I figured for the price, it was well worth it. And it's green, and it will come in useful and come in handy here at my home for the grandbabies. So got this quilt. How cheap is that? It breaks my heart to see quilts and crochet in the thrift store. It really does. It just breaks my heart. Okay, this next one is the last quilt. It was only $3.49, half price on President's Day, $1.75 for this. So you can't beat that. And look how big it is. It's huge. It's probably like a twin bed. It's adorable. It's got all these little fairies and princesses. So this will definitely come in handy at my home. So again, it's yarn tied off. I'm going to cut all these off and load it up on my quilting machine, my quilting frame, and practice my free motion quilting. I just love it. Look at that. How adorable. It's in perfect shape. I just think, somebody put so much work into this, and it will definitely come in handy here at Grandma's house. So 3 little quilts, well, 2 bigger ones and a tiny one. So I got 3 quilts and 3 afghans, perfect condition. So today is laundry day. Now, let's get into the goodies, shall we? I'm gonna bring you in a little bit closer. Okay. It's later in the day, so it might not be the perfect lighting in here right now. Sun's kind of going in and out, but let me show you the yarn goodies. I know, like I need more yarn, right? But it was all half price and I found so much. So this was $1.25, half price, and it's homespun. And this is in the color Delft. So I have a bag right here that I'm gonna put all this in. But look at that gorgeous color. I don't mind homespun yarn. So, it's not my most favorite to work with, but I don't mind it. Bigger hook, and it makes beautiful, beautiful hats. Beautiful, and scarves. So Delft. It's a lot of yarn. I know, here I am, year of the scraps, trying to use up my scraps, and then what do I buy? Other people's yarn scraps. But this was only $2.25. And it's all these gorgeous purples. And I'm sure they're all red heart, but it's like this plummy purple, this violet orchid, and this gorgeous lighter purple. But look how amazing is that? For that price, you can't even buy one skein of yarn these days for that price. So to be able to find yarn at my local thrift stores is amazing. This one was $1.75. And I think my Goodwills are like trying to color coordinate a little bit. I don't know. Could just be my mind, but who knows. But I got this really pretty pink, what is it called? Petal pink. This Caron Windtuck in light rose. Love that color. And of course, Patty green. But these three, I'm tearing it open before I show you. $3.49. So what? $1.75. The reason I picked this one is because there was 3 of these in there. How often do you find multiples at the thrift store? And this is called Denim Poppin' Yarn, Premier Quality Yarn. Poppin' Yarn. Never heard of that. Probably because it's vintage, but I love it. And then there is, what's fuzzy? There's just another purple. Oops, there's fuzzies everywhere. Get these fuzzies off of here. And like I said, here I am trying to be year of the scraps and use up 18 pounds of yarn scraps. And then I bought a bag of somebody's yarn scraps. But it was $2.49, so $1.25. And I got all these amazing little colors in here. I'm not going to show you each one individually. I'll just kind of show it to you like that. Isn't that cool? So I won't be adding these to the scraps for what I'm going to be working on this year because I have to work through all those, which I am working on. But I will add those to other scraps down the way. Okay, next. There was this one with that. I bought it for this one right here. I have pink yarn. I have plenty of pink yarn, but you can always use pink yarn. But I bought it for that amazing color. It was $3.49. So what, $1.75 for those? $2.49. So $1.25 for both of these. I love this one right here. I don't know what yarn this is, but look at how amazing is that. Love it. And then of course, just more pink. Looks like I'll be making some pink products in my near future. And then this one was $5.49, but regardless, for what, $2.75? I mean, 3 skeins of yarn for $2.75. That's less than $1 each. So there's Christmas and then 2 different color reds. Yes, please. This giant bag, it was marked $6.49. So I paid $3.25 for this, but it is a giant, probably like Pound of Love or something like that. Caron 1 pound of peach. And so worth it. You can't buy a pound of love or Caron 1 pound for what I paid for that. So worth it to me. I only have a couple more to show you here. This one was marked $5.49, so I paid $2.75 for all of this yarn. $2.75. And powdery loops and threads. That looks amazing. We're gonna open this one up together. Look at that beautiful yarn. Look how gorgeous that is. I wonder if it's wool. 85% acrylic, 15% nylon, so that's good. It's not wool. I have a slight aversion to wool, so I was a little nervous, but it was gorgeous. And then just those 3 colors. And then for $1.75, I got 3 skeins of aqua, purple, and yellow. $1.75 for that one. For $1.25, I got all of these purple and pink scraps. Amazing. Did you guys go thrifting for President's Day in your area? Did you find anything good? It was $4.49 originally. I paid $2.25. And I got this really cool bright orange, this really pretty variegated color, this blue variegated color, and this camo. For 4 skeins of yarn. Thank you. And then last of the yarn, I paid, it was marked $2.49. I paid $1.25. And I got this, I love this yarn in this flex color. It's called Ivory Tweed. Ivory Tweed. It's a brand new thing of yarn. And I also got, I don't want to put this, it's in a skein, but it's laying on a blanket. But I got this really pretty white, just white. It could be ivory, but it feels the same. It feels like I love this yarn. But all of that yarn, my friends, half price. And last but not least, I bought this basket. It was originally marked $5.49, so I only paid $2.75 for this giant basket. And that's what I was keeping all the yarn in. So isn't that cool? That was an amazing thrift store find when my husband and I were out and about on President's Day, running around, doing our errands and the grocery shopping and all the things, adulting. And we popped in for a little fun just to see what they had. We didn't think they'd have anything. It was very late in the day and we figured everybody had already been there and wiped the store out. You know how those specials are at the thrift store. People are there early before they even open. You've got people who resell that go in there and just get everything. So we were pleased as punch to get there. Apparently, people that were there that day weren't looking for the same things as me. So that is everything I found on President's Day, my friends. I hope you enjoyed this really quick thrift store haul, and we will see you very soon in the next video. Tell me what your favorite item was down below in the comments. I'd love to know. I know what my favorite item was. I mean, we all love yarn, right? But my very favorite item has, well, I can't just pick one, are the 3 crochet blankets. They're amazing. Did you have a favorite in those? I don't. I can't decide which is my favorite. I love them all equally. All right, my friends, share with me your thoughts down below, and we'll see you in the next video. Crafty Gal Victoria here. Bye-bye.